African Space Agency was stood up recently. We, as part of our African strategy, are running different capacity building activities in Africa. In February, we hosted, I think it was 25 different African nations to do training on satellite imagery and data, how to trigger the International Charter on Space Major Disasters, and really make sure that African countries are building national and local resilience to become more autonomous, especially in the face of increasing severe weather events and natural disasters. On top of that, later this year, we have a space law technical advisory mission, a regional one for African countries, which is taking place in Malindi in Kenya, sponsored by the Italian Space Agency. So a lot of our activities that happen in different parts of the world are because of donor funding that comes in. It could be because certain countries want to have strategic relations with a certain continent or specific countries, and so they ask us, would you like to do an activity there, can we support it, and so on. There's a lot happening in Africa. So many space agencies are emerging, so many satellites are being launched, and we are trying to accompany them on that journey.
So for those countries that are not really sure how they can, but they want to, is UNOOSA looking at opportunities to educate them and find a way to connect the dots between, say, space missions who want to use a capability and maybe something to provide?
Absolutely. So we have multiple strands of activity in that context. Number one, we're trying to encourage every African nation to become a member of COPUOS, whether they have a satellite or not, whether they have a space agency or not. In New York, there is a group of Friends of UNOOSA, which is co-chaired by Zambia. Zambia is not a member of COPUOS. How ironic is that? So we are being proactive in going to Zambia and other countries. We're working with Angola, which is leading the charge on the telecommunications satellite for 16 African SADC nations. So we try to find champions. Kenya is a champion, Angola is becoming a champion, and we try to work with them to try to have greater and more effective outreach locally on the continent.